Hey everybody, this is Dr. Maples. So one of the most common questions I get from my students is, in addition to a major, should I add a minor? Now, a minor can be a great addition to your educational experience at a university. It can give you a chance to get job skills. It can give you a chance to just study something that you love. But it shouldn't be something that delays your graduation. What I want to do today is demystify adding minors. I want to talk about what a minor is, the purpose that it serves. I want to think about if minors are going to be useful on the job market, and more importantly, is it worth your time and money? All right, we got a lot to do today, so let's get started. Now, first things first, a minor is like a second concentration that you add to your major. A major is something that you're focused on in the university. It could be sociology, biology, chemistry, geography. That's your major. You could even be a general studies major that focuses in general classes. Those are both major programs. They have requirements. You have to fulfill them. And all university degrees include majors. Minors are optional. Minors are a little extra time that you spend concentrated in a field that you feel is important to you in your time at the university. Now, generally, they're around 5 to 7 classes, 15 to 17 hours, depending on how your university describes classes. They can have specific requirements, like you have to take this, and this, or they can just be take 5 sociology classes. They are something that lets you strengthen your skills, strengthen the knowledge that you already have in your existing major, but they also can give you some really cool job skills or some time to just learn more about something that's important to you. And it can be added to most any degree, although there are some important exceptions that I'll talk about at the end of this video. A minor can be a great way to experience the university and learn more, but we want to make sure that it's not something that's going to delay your time in graduating. We want to make sure you get to that graduation stage and get out, even if that means you're going to graduate school. We want to make sure that you're not going to spend too long there. Now, most often we see students pick minors that just obviously pair with their majors. A great example of this is criminal justice and sociology. I have sociology students who take criminal justice minors, criminal justice majors who take sociology minors, because those two fields overlap and they share a lot of ideas, but they study the world from 2 different perspectives. So taking both of them and spending some time in both areas really helps you become a better student. Likewise, too, I see sociology majors often taking public health classes or even data analysis classes because they want particular job skills. There's also cases, too, where students will add a minor because it's going to help them prep for an exam. The MCAT exam for medical students is a great example of that. It's pretty routine for me to run into all sorts of future doctors and pharmacists and even dentists who are interested in taking sociology because it's going to help them prepare for their exams. And then there's people like me who just have an interest in a topic, so they add a minor because they want to study that field. And it's great because university degrees are built that you have enough time to explore other fields in addition to most, not all, but most majors. And it's perfectly fine to add the minor under that situation. Now, will a minor get me a job? It can. It could definitely be helpful. Minors are something that can be a great addition for the job market, or maybe not so much. They could give you some particular skills that you are going to need that can make you just a little bit better than the other applicants. Good example of that is maybe getting coding experience or some basic accounting experience. Those little things can make you a better applicant for a particular kind of jobs. And in other case, it's just that you have a minor and you are already qualified for the job, and so they weren't really worried about it. Don't depend on a minor being the thing that gets you a job. Think about it in the way that if you spend time in that minor, you can develop your job skills. And then, in addition to just saying, I've got a minor in blah, 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 you can list those specific job skills that you got out of that minor and even specific assignments or things that you've worked on that make sure that you know how to do the job that you're applying for. So don't think about the minor as just it's instantly going to get you a job. Rather, think about it just slightly improves your chances and gives you a chance to grow as a student. Is a minor worth your money? Well, for most cases, yeah, it actually is. The majority of degrees out there leave enough empty hours for any student to add a minor. There are a few majors where it's an exception. Things like nursing, social work, even engineering. It can sometimes be hard to fit in a minor because you have so many specific classes you have to take in a specific amount of time. Now, on top of that, those fields are very job-centric. If you graduate as a social worker, you're going to be a social worker. And so you don't necessarily need to add a minor to focus on some other job skill that you probably wouldn't have because you're already going to get it in the major. But for other students, if the minor means that you're not going to stick around any longer than you had to before to delay graduation, because we don't want to delay graduation, we want to get you out the door. If you're not going to stick around additional semesters to complete the minor, and it either is useful for you as a job skill, or it's just something that you really are interested in, a minor is a great fit. Add it. Go ahead and talk to your advisor and see what your options are. It's also best when you're maybe like a junior to think about if you're going to have time to add a minor, and start then so you don't feel rushed that senior year trying to cram in a whole bunch of classes to finish your minor. But as long as it's not going to delay things, it gives you a job skill, or it's just something that you love, a minor can be a great addition to your time at a university, and it makes you a better person for learning more about the world. I know you're wondering, what was your minor, Dr. Maples? Well, I don't have a minor. I have a double major. In fact, I had a minor in philosophy, and I got to the end of my time at the university and realized I still had one semester left, and I really only needed about 12 hours to graduate. And conveniently enough, I only needed 9 hours in my philosophy degree to finish that from a minor to a major. So I actually have a degree in sociology and in philosophy. Now, in this case, it was really cool because it's actually served me really well on the labor market. If you're still trying to complete those 120 hours and it's not going to delay, you could actually look at transferring your minor into a major. In fact, I'll do another follow-up video talking about that experience. And they're very similar to minor. They can give you cool job skills and extra knowledge that might be useful to you. But if it's going to delay graduation, probably not worth your time. So do this for me. Put your majors and your minor pairings in the comments. I'd love to see what you're working on. Likewise, I can tell you if I think it's a good pairing or not. Not that that matters. And anyways, if there's anything that you'd like me to do a video on in the future, I'd be happy to do that. I've got about 10 years of teaching experience. I'll be happy to tell you everything I can about universities and university life and all that other fun stuff. All right, thanks for sticking around today. I hope you'll like and subscribe so it'll help support this channel. And let me know what you want me to do videos on. Take care. Thanks for sticking around. Enjoy chatting with you, and I'll see you next time.